A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Will bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. We have a lot of matches going on. Even right now, there are matches going on, and a lot of matches have been played already. Everywhere is full of sporting activities. I think what I'm thinking of doing is let's check out Chelsea's match today. And when I went on to check about Chelsea fans' matches today, or Chelsea's match today, discovered that a lot of fans, football fans, are crying that the VAR have started favoring Chelsea. VAR and the referees are favoring Chelsea already. It's just 3 matches into the league and VAR is favoring Chelsea. So I thought it's the proper thing. Let's discuss Chelsea today. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic edge closer to the semi-final showdown at the US Open as Arina Zabalenka avenged the memory of bitter defeat to power into the last 16. Spanish second seed Alcaraz and Serbian legend Novak Djokovic both booked their places into the last 16 with comfortable victories and now stand just 2 wins away from meeting in the last 4. Alcaraz breezed past Italian 32nd seed Luciano Dadari in emphatic fashion, winning 6-2, 6-4, 6-0 in the Otto Ashe Stadium, while Djokovic, who is chasing a record 25th Grand Slam single title, took care of Britain's Cam Norrie 6-4, 6-7, 6-4, 6-2, 6-3. The rush for medal in the 9th National Youth Games NYG officially began in Asaba, Delta State, as the 9th National Youth Games in Asaba was declared open by Special Advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Media Communications Chief Sunday Dare. However, the contingent from Benue and Borno State were yet to be seen by members of the local organizing committee LOC. For the first time in history of the game, a large number of 6,700 athletes turned up in Asaba as at Friday morning of the games, thereby forcing the LOC to go extra mile in area to accommodate and in accommodation and some other logistic for the event. Festus Ohujoro, a member of the LOC, says they are yet to receive any information from the contingent from 2 states, that is Benue and Borno. Since the NYG began in 2013, this is the first time we're having these high numbers of athletes and officials. In the past, some states, particularly those in the north, do participate with low number of 3 or 4 athletes, but right now all states stormed Asaba with unprecedented members, he said. The 9th edition is the 3rd time Delta State is hosting the games. Meanwhile, defending champions Delta State is fielding 382 athletes and 143 technical officials at the games. And back to our topic of discussion. Chelsea took advantage of VAR controversy to beat Fulham 2-0 as the visitors were left to rue a series of costly decisions awarded against them at Stamford Bridge. Enzo Maresca's team were fortunate not to fall behind in the West London derby when Fulham were harshly denied a first half opener. Joshua King's strike was ruled out after VAR deemed Rodrigo Muniz accidental collision with Trevor Chalobah was worthy of a foul. As if that wasn't infuriating enough for Fulham boss Marco Silva, Joe Pedro put Chelsea ahead beyond the scheduled 8 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Adding to Silva's anger, Chelsea's second goal was also VAR influence, as Ryan Sessegnon was adjudged to have handled a cross heading to Enzo Fernandez, converting from the penalty spot. After drawing with Crystal Palace and routing West Ham 5-1, Chelsea's third successive Premier League clash with the London rivals extended their unbeaten start to 3 games. But do you think Chelsea truly deserved this win, or was Fulham robbed? This is the question I am asking today. Do you think that Chelsea actually deserve this win today, or Fulham were robbed? You can call and be a part of this show by calling our studio lines on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. You can also be a part of the show by contributing on Facebook. You can comment on our Facebook handle, that is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll be here to read your comments live. Do well to also like our page and follow us. Okay, let's go into the main issue of discourse. Like we said in the background to the story, those of you that watched this match, a lot of fans are already crying. They are already crying that Chelsea is having a field day with the VAR, that all the calls that they made today went against Fulham. Do you agree with this? Because if you look at the first goal Fulham scored that was disallowed, some people say it shouldn't be. They allowed play to continue. Why did they call it back and review that incident that it was supposed to be a goal? And so by the first half, Fulham ought to be a goal up, but it wasn't to be so. The referee called it an upturned goal by the young 18-year-old player. That should have been his debut goal for Fulham, but it was eventually cancelled. Now, going back to Chelsea's goals, a lot of debates about Chelsea goal. The first goal, they said an additional 8 minutes, and the goal was scored in the 9th minute, which was not supposed to be so. Do you agree with that goal? Additional 8 minutes in the extra time. The game went into 9 minutes, and Chelsea scored in the 9th minute, which ought not to be so. Do you agree with that? Call us. Let's have your say on this. If you watch this match, let's have your say on this. Call us on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. Chelsea fans are, I don't know what they will say about this. I actually want to hear from the Chelsea fans. I want to hear what they have to say about this. Last season, we know that Arsenal were crying that the VAR, the referees, were against them. That was one of the reasons, not the sole reason, but one of the reasons they lost the title to Liverpool. That the referee there were a lot of calls that the referee did that didn't go their way. But this season, they are already saying that most of the VAR decisions are already going Chelsea's way. Are we seeing what we used to see before? Chelsea were added extra 9 minutes. You remember? You remember the team that they used to call that used to have that extra time. They call it the Fergie's time, when match, people will think that the match is ended, and then out of nowhere, the referee add extra time just to assist, so to speak, I'm saying this in quotes now, just to assist Manchester United to win. That was what a lot of people alleged back then. So, do you agree that this is playing out for Chelsea, or let me hear from you? Especially a Chelsea fan, let me hear from you. Do you think that it's just that some people are jealousing you already, or you feel that you actually won this game fair and square? Chelsea, did you win this match fair and square? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
You are speaking with Oliver Nita, better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports in Africa, here in Alede.
Okay, Busy Brain, you can go on.
Yes. We first congratulate Chelsea for the win against Fulham. They really deserve the win. That's to prove that the league belongs to us. Not just with. Sometimes they be going a full way. So, the against Crystal Palace. Your
network seems to be unstable. Can you get somewhere better and stand so that we can hear you?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Go on.
Yeah, so the draw with Crystal Palace, that does not mean that Chelsea are not ready to league. We come to West Ham. I go to West United.
Busy Brain, I think maybe you have to call us back. We can barely hear you. Get somewhere better, stand and call us back. We can barely hear you. But from what he has said so far, he said the draw against Crystal Palace, a lot of people thought that it was over for Chelsea. Chelsea can't go anywhere. That now they are coming to prove the haters, so to speak, that they are seriously in pursuit of this trophy. But I really want to hear from him. I wanted to ask him about these goals, the goals that Chelsea scored. What is his take on these goals? Because the other goal was during the extra time and additional time, not extra time, additional time, and after the additional time, an extra time in the additional time. Was that fair enough? And even the other goals that Chelsea scored, the handball, although the referee said it wasn't the handball that we were giving the foul for, there was a foul before the handball. That was why. So will he agree that both calls were fair calls? That's what I want to hear. And you that you're listening, call us and tell us. Let's have your take. The studio line to call us is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. And you can also comment on our Facebook handle, that is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll be here to read your comments here live. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Speedy, good evening to you once again.
Okay.
Kuji.
Okay.
Busy Brain back on the line.
Okay, go on, Busy Brain.
Yeah, just like I was saying, you cannot predict the beginning of the market. When you just go into a market, then you cannot just predict how the market will be. It's at the end. Then you will tell whether it's good or it's bad. So Chelsea starting goalless draw with Crystal Palace. That was not determine whether Chelsea is not favorite to winning the league. That is to show that they are coming back with a full spirit. Now, they only tested Crystal Palace to other clubs, yes, to show that, yeah, this is the kind of team we are, and just a draw will not stop us from winning the league.
Okay, Bisbee, let's go to today's game. The two goals that Chelsea scored, will you agree that they were all clean goals? They were fair and square. Would you agree with that?
Very, very, very fair and clean goals. Although scoring on penalty, it was a penalty kick. Then the Fernandez played to score the goal, and the first goal that was scored in the 40 plus something minute thereabouts, it was a clean goal.
But that goal, it was an extra, an added 8 minutes added time. That is 8 minutes added time, and the goal was scored in the 9th minute.
It does not even mean even seconds. Someone can score in the second when ball is about to finish or to start. So it did not mean when you score a goal. So over Chelsea end up winning 2-0. It's not even just end at that one goal. They still added another goal.
Okay, now
so it shows that the 3 point belongs to us.
Now the second goal had to be reviewed by VAR. So what other fans are saying that you are having VAR calls to your favor? Is that correct?
That is how many fans, spectators, they used to say. Before they were saying that VAR used to they used to give kudos to Manchester United in the recent league. Now they are starting it against Chelsea. Those people, they are doing their job. It's not that they are favorite on this particular club, but they do the right thing, what they're supposed to do. So me, I'm not saying that they are supporting Chelsea or whatever, but they do what they're supposed to do as their own job.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that one, Busy Brain.
God bless you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. So for Busy Brain, the officials are doing their job, and you can't say that they are favoring anybody. VAR is not favoring anybody. That is from Chelsea fan. Do you agree with that? If calls start going against Chelsea, with Chelsea fans start saying that no, the VAR, let VAR be scrapped. The technology is destroying football. A lot of people, when it doesn't go their club's way, that is what they say. Do you agree with that? Call us. Let us have your say. Call us on 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again. 0903 648 5868. If you watch this match, let's hear your analysis of this match today. Do you think that Chelsea were favored by the VAR? Were they calls by the referee that you don't agree with? Fulham goal was eventually cancelled. Do you agree that Chelsea won that match fair and square, or you think that Fulham were robbed? Let's have your say on this. As we expect your call, let's just see the results that are going on, games that have been concluded, and also results. Let's take them. When you call, I can also pick your call. But before that, let me inform you that you are listening to SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We bring you moments of your life, and I am Benjamin Kuji. Today we are discussing the just concluded Chelsea match against Fulham. Chelsea host Fulham at Stamford Bridge. It was a battle for the soul of North London, and Chelsea had a claim to that. Despite that, a lot of fans are saying that Chelsea's goals had comma. Let me use it that way. Chelsea goals had commas, and Chelsea ought not to have won that game. That the 2 goals they scored, they were comma with those goals. So do you agree with that? Do you think that Chelsea, those 2 goals were not supposed to be given to Chelsea, or you think that Fulham were robbed? Call us. Let's have your say on this. Call us. Let me just give the number again before I go to the next segment. 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again. 0903 648 5868. Call us. Let's have your say on that. Okay. For today's matches that have been played in the CHAN, Morocco, that is the CHAN final. Morocco eventually won the CHAN final, beating Madagascar 2-1. In the English Premier League, like we said earlier, Chelsea defeated Fulham 2-0. Manchester United. Manchester United defeated Burnley 3-2. For the first, Manchester United are winning their first game of the season. While Sunderland also defeated visiting Brentford 2-1. Tottenham Hotspur, we thought that Tottenham Hotspur, they are going to change. But Tottenham is still Tottenham. They lost to Bournemouth 0-1. They lost to Bournemouth 0-1. Everton also won their game away at Wolves 3-2. I think that is a good one for Everton. Leeds versus Newcastle United is currently ongoing, and it's the half time. In Italy, halftime Bologna versus Como 0-0. Parma versus Atalanta 0-0. While Napoli and Cagliari will be coming up later, while Pisa against AS Roma will also be coming up much later. In the Spanish La Liga, Alves and Atletico Madrid, they are settled. The game is settled. It's 1-1. While Oviedo versus Real Sociedad 0-0 right now, and it's the 31st minute. Later today, Girona will be taking on Sevilla, while Real Madrid will be hosting Mallorca. Yes, those are the matches for today. Let's just take the matches for tomorrow, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, for tomorrow matches, in the English Premier League, Bolton will be taking on Manchester City. Nottingham Forest will be hosting West Ham United. And the big game for tomorrow, Liverpool versus Arsenal. That is one game I would really, really want to watch. Then for the last game for tomorrow, Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. In the Italian Serie A, Girona will be taking on Juventus, while Torino will host Fiorentina. Inter Milan will also play host to Udinese, while Verona will be going away to Lazio. While in the Spanish La Liga, Celta Vigo will play host to Villarreal, while Betis will also host Atletico Bilbao. Osasuna will be traveling to Espanyol to lock horns with them there, and also Barcelona will also be playing away to Rayo Vallecano. Those are the matches that we have for this weekend, and I think this is how far we can go for the show. We didn't have much calls today. I know maybe a lot of you are watching matches, but I think this is how far we can go for the show. My name is Kuji Benjamin. Kuji Benjamin saying, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless your heart. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.